What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another Football Manager rebuild, but this one is going to be slightly different. As I'm sure you can tell from the title of this video and the thumbnail, we are aiming to rebuild Nottingham Forest. Now, I know 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 has already done a rebuild of Nottingham Forest, but he's done it as one video. I'm going to be doing this as a series, as a little mini series, a little stopgap in between the end of my Pentagon challenge and the start and the launch of the FM22 beta. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's going to be a bit more of a slower, methodical process. You're actually going to see me actually manage a team rather than just delegate everything to my assistant. So hopefully you guys can actually understand how I play the game a little bit more, and hopefully we can send Nottingham Forest back to their Champions League glories of a long time ago. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I'll show you the tactic, and we'll play our first game, actually, first championship game of the season away at QPR. Let's get into it. So then, guys, we have taken over as the manager of Nottingham Forest, and obviously the goal is to return them to this Champions League glory. Obviously, they went back-to-back. As you can tell, Brian Clough features heavily in the thumbnail. They won the Champions League back-to-back in 1979 and 1980. So obviously, it's a little bit before my time. And obviously, they won the Premier League in 78 as well. So there's a lot to do here. And they've been languishing, I will say. Sorry, Forest fans. They've been languishing in the Championship for quite a long period of time, having been relegated down into League One and coming back up. When was that? 2007, 2008. And since then, they've been in the Championship. The highest they've got is third. So we will be looking to better that this season, obviously getting ourselves into the Premier League. Whilst this is a rebuild, I am going to be sort of doing the Let's Play element. So you are going to see gameplay this time around. You're going to see how some of the different tactics that I use work. So that's going to be interesting for you guys. In terms of pre-season, though, we've kind of played a bit of everybody. Rubbish results all round, to be perfectly honest. Doesn't really matter pre-season, it's just getting the games in, get the boys up to speed. We have had one game of the season. I didn't want to show you a game in the Carabao Cup as the first game. I wanted to show you an actual championship game. So we are going away to QPR to play our first game of the championship season. We did go through against Bolton. We won 4-1 relatively comfortably against Bolton as well. So we go into the next round of the Carabao Cup and we've got Barnsley. As I said, we're going to be moving through this relatively quickly, probably going 2 months at a time in between episodes, something like that, I reckon, because obviously whilst this is a mini series, we do want to power things on. So in terms of everything else, standard with me, I've upgraded the staff. We've got the best staff in the Championship. It's something I do all the time, guys. I've done staff videos left, right and centre. Make sure you check them out about sort of getting the best staff in the division and how you can do that and how that impacts training, etc, etc. In terms of transfers, I've not done any. None at all. I'm leaving it as it is. We don't really have an abundance of money. 2.5 million is actually not too bad for the Championship, but I do very much want to stay adhering to that wage bill that I need to do. So I'm just going to take the transfer budget away and just chuck it all into the wage budget. In terms of the club vision, this is what they are expecting. The club culture is to play attacking football, develop players using the club's youth system, and sign players under the age of 23 for the future. Work within the wage budget as standard. And then in the terms of competitions, Sky Bet Championship will reach the playoffs, reach the third round of the Carabao, and reach the fourth round of the FA Cup. Obviously, I'm not too worried about the domestic trophies. I just want promotion to the Premier League and all that financial stability that comes with it. In terms of the tactic, we are running the GYRFM at Swanzalona. I will leave a link down below to Gareth, who puts these tactics together. We've done a review of this tactic on the channel previously. Unbelievable tactic, 4-2-3-1. We're just going to get into it. Obviously, Middlesbrough have played Watford already in the Championship on that Friday night to kick off the season. And we travel to London to take on QPR, hoping to kick things off with a victory, and 3 points would be fantastic. Couple results coming in. We are going to accept those changes. For those of you who haven't watched me previously, I don't do opposition instructions. I just let the tactic do its business. Opposition instructions for me pull players out of position too much. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I'll live and die by it. So it looks like they're going to go for a 3-back formation, which will be interesting. Obviously, this is the 4-2-3-1. And this is the team going forward. We've got some really strong players in here already. Bryce Samber's good. Cyrus Christie's good. Joe Worrell's good. Scott McKenna. As you can see, that a lot of the players are on 3.5 stars. And we've got Big Lewis grabbing up top to hopefully put the ball in the back of the net. We've got a really, really good team here. Really decent in terms of squad depth as well. There's a lot of players here down here who aren't registered and stuff. We've got real talent in the squad. So fingers crossed. Let's submit the team and get into our first game of the season. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Do you think we can achieve a Champions League with Nottingham Forest? I think going back to back is probably too much, but potentially winning one, I definitely say would be possible. Oh, I've accidentally set my assistant manager to do the team talk, so I'm glad. I'm glad that someone responded to it in a positive fashion. So we take to the pitch then, looking very swaz in the red tops with the white shorts. And what have we got here? Extended highlights, definitely not. Key highlights, match speed during highlights. Let's up that a little bit. And that is the settings done and dusted. Here comes Ribeiro down this left-hand side then. Gets tackled. I'd like to think that that wouldn't have been a highlight had we not have just started the game, but there we go. Okay, and we're off and running with the key highlights. Obviously, they have gone for that 3-back or 5-back, really. Potentially a formation that I've struggled to break down previously. So, Christie. Ball comes in, goalkeeper does a very good job. He goes for the long ball. Worrell steps in nicely. Lolly with the ball at his feet, driving down that left-hand side. Can a cross come in? Drops it back to Garner. Oh, yes. Yes. Krovinic, I think is how you say that guy's name. Goal inside 10 minutes to kickstart that championship campaign. Obviously, we are gunning for that promotion. Ideally, I'd like to win the league, but I will take any of the top 2 spots. Nicely worked here. Garner into the central midfield spot. Higher percentage chance of scoring a goal, and he does it. And scoring that early looks like it's put us in contention right at the top of the table already. Bristol City are beating Coventry 1-0 thanks to a goal from Narky Wells. I am a Bristol City fan, so that'll be interesting to have that game when that does arrive. 30 minutes in. It looks like we're in relatively decent control of the game. Not seen a highlight of theirs at all. 61% possession. They're still living with their 5 defenders. Highlight does come for QPR though. Ooh, headed just wide. Free header almost there for the QPR striker. And they go with a goal kick. They go long again, and he's won it again. Wow. That's a good save from Samba. Does well to push it behind, but we are very vulnerable to this long ball, which is something you don't really see a lot of. We get that header clear from the corner, and we apply a bit of pressure, but looks like QPR continue with the ball. We are going to get to halftime. We've only had 1 shot on target. We have scored it, but ultimately that's not a very good, first half. I need to change this responsibility. I will take control of this, but he's already done it for here. So next time, hey, start the second half. 1 goal to the good. As I said, very susceptible to that long ball over the top, which I'm not actually very impressed with. The defenders should be reading things a little bit better than that. A little bit of a mistake. Worrell under what looks like no pressure there. Handballs, gives away a penalty, and gets sent off. What on earth has happened here? I'm going to make some changes whilst I'm here as well, but I don't know. Guys. Okay, I'm annoyingly going to have to take off the goal scorer, and we're going to go to like a 4-4-1. Very not impressed with Joe Worrell there. Pointless handball, gives away a penalty. Can Samba step up and save it? And not only is it a penalty, which Samba saves. Let's go! Opening day of the season. Great penalty save from our goalkeeper there. But naturally, as you would expect, QPR are going to start chucking on the pressure. We get that ball clear. And obviously now we've only got 1 man up top. We do have 4 defenders though, and we've conceded. First ever goal for QPR for this dude. I think he was playing left wing back. Yeah, not good that. Not good at all. Easy passes, easy to find a man inside the penalty area. He's completely unmarked here. Yates is nowhere near him, the central midfielder. And this is going to be an uphill battle. Now, I know we've saved the penalty, but it's going to be an uphill battle now against QPR. We intercept that ball there with Christie. It's it towards Lewis Grabban, but it's just not good enough, is it? Dykes is going to be in here into the penalty area, and another great save from Samba. I'm really not impressed with Lewis Grabban up top already. So I think Lyle Taylor's going to come on, the former Charlton man. Lyle Taylor can come on. See if he can do anything with his last, 20 minutes or so. Throw in. No, free kick for us in a dangerous area then. 20 minutes to go. Knockhart with the ball into the penalty area. McKenna's there. It's off the post. It's in. It's Lyle Taylor. Is it offside? Oh, it's gone down as an own goal. But to be honest, guys, I do not care. Little bit of a smashing grab. Getting something from a free kick. This is why set pieces are so important. McKenna gets away. Goalkeeper saves it onto the post. And Lyle Taylor's there. And if it doesn't go in from an own goal, Lyle Taylor will have claimed that one. 20 minutes to go. We've got the lead here. Making that substitution for Lyle Taylor looks like it seems to have paid off. But now we need to hold on to things. Christie putting the pressure on there. They're really attacking down this side. And they've absolutely just rifled. The defending here is just horrendous. Cross comes in, rifles it against the crossbar. That should be a goal. If that goes in, I'm not as disappointed. It hits the guy who's come on as a substitute. Oh, Worrell, you have really, really cost us in this first game. Look at this volley first and foremost. He's well onside. Look at this volley. Wallop right off the crossbar. And then we do what all good coaches tell their defenders not to do. We let the ball bounce. Looks like it's going to be a draw. To be honest, I'd take a draw now. Now we're down to 10 men. Amiobie on the ball. Crosses it. Garner on the ball then. Spray it out to the right-hand side then. Got a bit of space out here. Christie's there. Ball in. Amiobie's there. That's a goal. Sammy Amiobie. First goal of the season. This is a massive smash and grab job. We've given away a penalty. And there's some awful defending for the second goal that we've given away. Can we hold on to this now? I would love to be able to hold on to this. Come on. Corner. Oh, God. We don't want that many men over. The substitute for the following the red card heads it over the bar. 5 minutes to go. QPR still pressing, as you would expect. We get that header clear. Sammy Amiobie is going to get on that. Can he counter-attack? He is a substitute, so he should be a bit fresher. Absolutely rinses their right back into Yates on the edge of the penalty area, and that's an awful pass from Yates, but we recover the ball nicely for a second phase. Lyle Taylor's there on the ball then. Takes a shot. It's blocked. Ribeiro into Lyle Taylor. Lyle Taylor slots it in. He has been a fantastic substitute for us. Obviously, didn't start the game. We had to make the change. Lewis Grabban not doing the business. On comes Lyle Taylor. Basically scores one. Goes down as an own goal, but definitely scores here. Nice composure. Cool, calm, and collected into the side netting. Whilst we're down to 10 men as well. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't care. 5 minutes added time. Ariata can come on as a substitute. Are we going to see this game out now after 2 bits of defensive calamity? Let's go into the formations on vertical. There we go. Defense held strong, barring the guy who got sent off. Samba had a great game at an 8.3. The 2 substitutes that I did bring on, Amiobie and Taylor, doing the business once they came on. Very, very positive. 3 goals between our substitutes there. Absolutely fantastic. I'm giving Lyle Taylor that other one. I don't care if it's gone down as an own goal. Annoyingly, the responsibility is not set as me, but Paul Trollope, the former Bristol Rovers manager, does say exactly what I would have said. So, Nottingham Forest. Top of the tree after an away game at QPR, and Worrell's banned for 1 match, which I'm going to just leave, to be honest. So we are top of the league after 1 game. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday are bottom, so we couldn't have been bottom regardless. So if we jump into the schedule, guys, for when I'm going to bring you back next. I think one of these two games here, it'll either be Luton or Middlesbrough. I think it'll probably be Middlesbrough. I think they're going to be a little bit more of a threat, although Luton are second in the table at the moment. Middlesbrough are in 10th. So we'll see how it plays out. Whichever one is the closest for us, we will come back for the next episode of this series, which will be on Friday at 5 p.m. UK. If you have enjoyed today's episode, a little bit of a longer format, actually seeing me play Football Manager rather than just a rebuild and going, I've signed these players. Oh, here's the end of the season. Do drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. If you're a Nottingham Forest fan, hopefully we can recover some former glories of the 80s back for you. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you at 5 p.m. on Friday for the second episode of this Nottingham Forest rebuild.